Hello traders, I'm here to tell you the indicators that I use for trading. This software which I use is Spider Iris. I'm using it for a good number of years. I'm going to show you a candlestick chart without any indicator first, and then I will plot the indicators that I normally use. There are many thousands of indicators available. Every person uses indicator of his own choice. I have, after years of experience, I have started using only two indicators which I have been using for more than 2 years now, and I am making money consistently. First I will show you a chart of Tata Steel. This upper section represents the price over a period of time, and this represents the volume. This is a normal candlestick chart of Tata Steel. I will plot two indicators on this chart, and this is how after plotting it will look like. So this is Tata Steel after I have plotted my indicators. First I will tell you about these red and blue lines. These are nothing but moving averages. Instead of putting one moving averages, I have put 10 moving averages of different time periods. These blue lines are moving average of period of 3, 5, 8, 10, 12 and 15, and these red lines are 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. So what is the use of 10 moving averages? The only reason I use them, there are many applications of moving averages. Some people take a trade when these moving averages make a crossover, when they cross each other, but here I am only using for giving me a clear trend. These moving averages can tell you whether the stock is in an uptrend or is whether the stock is trending or is it in a range. If you can see here, this stock, I'll give you another example, Tata Coffee. If you see, the stock is in a clear consolidation. The stock goes up few days and comes down within few days. I will not take the trade. There are frequent contractions of these lines. I am only looking for a trade where these lines are expanding, and they are expanding continuously. They are not, I don't want contractions every few days. I will avoid such stocks. These are not traders friendly stock. You will bound to hear losses every few days. Another example is HDFC. Even HDFC, if you see, there is no clear picture. The stock is in clear swing. It is in a tight range. I don't want to trade such stocks. These lines are contracting and expanding, again contracting, and they again expand. So I will not take that stock. I will give you an example of a stock which I normally trade. Look here, the lines were contracting here, finally they started expanding, and they never contracted after that, and they have been expanding. They are like this for a long period of time. It shows that the gale is in a clear downtrend. I will put this stock on my list, and whenever there is an opportunity, I will trade the stock. Another example is Hexaware. If you can see here, the lines were again contracting. I will never trade the stock in such a situation, but finally after a breakout, there is a clear gap in these lines. So what I want is, there should be a good gap between the red lines. Whenever there is a good gap between the red lines and there is a consistent gap, such stocks are trending, and I will put the stock on my watch list. So this is why I use these lines. It gives a clear picture. Look now, Hexaware is in a clear uptrend. The lines are expanding and the stock has been going up consistently. So this is the first indicator that I use. Now the second indicator I use is ADX. Every software these days comes up with this indicators. You can plot this You can ask your software company and plot this indicator on the chart. There are two more lines on this indicator, but I have removed it manually, so I only focus on the middle line, which is the white line. What is this white line? This ADX can tell you the strength of the uptrend or the downtrend. It does not tell you that where the stock will go up or down. It only says whatever the stock is doing, whether the trend is solid or is it weak. Here the stock is going up, and if I look at ADX is also rising, so I can say the strength is very strong. I use this indicator to filter my stocks. If the ADX is above 25, it means the strength is strong. If it is below 25, it means the stock is in a very range bound, is not trending, is consolidating. Like for example, if you see here, ADX is 17, below 25 it is 19, and the stock was also in a very tight range. It went up few days and it came down within few days. So I will not take a trade in such stocks. I want stocks which has a high ADX reading. As you can see, ADX kept going lower, and finally after a breakout here, you can see the ADX is rising. I will still not enter hexaware because ADX is 22, even though the stock has been going up for last 5 days, but I can watch the stock and wait for the ADX to cross at least above 30. This is my personal choice. Normally people can take trade about 25 also, but I normally do not enter any stock which is lower than 30. Also, any ADX reading above 50-55 is also not good, because it shows that the trend can reverse anytime. So anything between 25 and 50 is good. Now see, ADX is above 30. I will put the stock on my watch list and I will trade whenever there is an opportunity. So these are the two indicators that I use. In my next video, I will tell you how I use these two indicators to make a trade. Thank you.